Yeah, no, this is not what I got. Although now that I'm looking at it, I kind of really wish I had.
If you find my phone number and call me, I will be rude to you.
I'm sorry. That's a thing you hear a lot?
Yeah, no, I was with you for a
relatively
second,
lot,
and then
yes.
Jackson.
Yeah, I ain't paying you money. How about you put this in the portfolio and then you give him the bird?
Oh my god, I need fucking Pennsylvania Democratic Dems election people to like stop fucking messaging me because I already responded to them once. I'm good. I got my shit together. I'm fine. They need to stop.
I always just respond with like, you know, a good old image, especially when I know it's a real person.
Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of good luck with answering them recently because they keep texting me with my like parents and siblings names.
Yeah, same.
The most recent one was my sister's name, and I'm like, yo, firstly, I don't know where you're getting this information. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but you're really getting annoying because this isn't my name. And they're like, oh, sorry, this is past voting information. I'm like, bullshit, it's past voting information. I have never voted under this name. This name has never been registered with my phone number. I got emails for my dad. I got car warranty stuff for my brother. I got a call about my mom's like electrical provider. I was just like, how?
No, I'd like to put a theory out there that I don't know if you've considered.
Mm-hmm.
What if your family's just been giving out your info so that they don't get these calls?
God, I hope.
It would be funny. That would be really funny.
That would be really good.
I got a text recently that was like, burning and rioting. These are normal in Joe Biden's America.
And you were like, dope.
First of all, hasn't that been happening in, you know, Trump's America right now? But then I also just sent them this image, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be voting this year.
That's fantastic. I love that image.
It's so good. Also, I do need to send you guys a video. We try to clap sync.
No, we should.
Let's get this show on the road. That's right.
This road on the show.
Off the Air Mobile is coming to you now. We are currently
Aren't we
in
always
a truck
mobile? Because
hurtling down the highway.
They can just listen to wherever they want. Like on Spotify.
Like Explorer's going 65.
Do you know they could listen to us on Spotify?
We know that, Dan. We're not plugging the podcast right now. We're doing a bit.
Damn it! I'm sorry. I get so confused.
I can't believe you're ignoring the big giant truck right now. I thought
we're in a truck.
I can't, guys. I'm barely allowed to drive.
I hope we get pulled over.
It's you guys.
Noah's got his giant baby Yoda bong.
Noah, put that away.
You can't tell me what to do.
Hey, so welcome back to Off the Air. We're not in a truck. We're at home.
It's called acting.
It's actually called acting. Noah does have the baby Yoda bong, though. That's just known.
I always do. Actually, Dan, I thought of you this morning. I was driving to work, and I got stuck behind someone driving a 60-mile-an-hour road, 55, something like that. And they were driving like 40 miles an hour, 35 on the turns.
Yep.
Sounds like me. And I was just like, this sounds like Dan. This is Dan. Every time I complain about people driving too slow, he's like, that is me. Actually, I am an old man who can't drive a car. But, oh my gosh.
Hit him.
This is the first Sunday that I haven't been early for work in months. Usually I end up showing up there like
nuts.
I'm there like 15 to 30 minutes early because it's really when it's early in the morning, it's really hard to judge a 40-minute drive normally anymore. Suddenly you're leaving with an hour to spare instead of, 40 minutes. But this was the first because my tire pressure light went on. So I'm like, okay, I'll fill my tires up first. And I'm like arriving on time at work if I didn't get stuck behind that car. I ended up like passing him.
Thank God. I could tell. In no passing zone?
No, it wasn't a passing zone. I was doing it legal. Okay. But here's the issue, right? Like I was passing him and I can tell he sped up to keep me from passing him because by the time I passed him with another car coming, by the way, that's where I get mad.
Run off the road.
Because if there's not another one coming, I get it, whatever. Your fragile ego got hurt because I'm passing you because you're driving too slow, whatever.
Yep.
Throw rocks at him.
But this, I was just like, yo, dude, there's a car coming. I ended up getting up to 80 miles an hour before I fully passed him. He sped up from 40 to 60.
I hate it.
And I was furious. I was dead furious.
When you get in front of them and then you just bring your car to a dead stop, and when they try and pass you, then you floor it. It's great.
Honestly, that would have been fun too.
I'm kind of a menace when I drive.
And all other times.
I'm not letting somebody give me a social slight on the road, and I'll put my life in danger to make sure it doesn't happen. It really like sometimes I feel like when I'm driving, it's just like an episode of what's it, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I feel like it's just sometimes I feel like Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Fair enough. I respect
So
it.
I'm like, I'm not letting someone do something minor to me. I'm gonna do something minor to them. And then it blows up every time. So in recent news, anything new?
No, nothing has happened as far as I know.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I was showing you guys pictures of my new apartment. I will be moving over the next week or so.
Oh.
What's 7 days from now? That's probably too soon. I'm going to be moving in on probably like the 27th or the 28th, depending on my work schedule.
And the address is
redacted. I wish. So there's this like technical difficulties music that a YouTuber I follow uses all the time. And it's just like really easy listening, like Muzak. And I can't find it because I know it's like, it has to be in YouTube's like, here, have some free music library, but I don't know what it is and I don't know where to find it. And I'm so sad because I've been wanting to use that in the podcast, but I can't. Right now I'm just
make your own.
Maybe someday. I don't know. I already wrote all that, off the case music, which
I got a really good idea for like a song.
Okay.
It goes
I've been got. I can't
That's my
believe I've
idea.
been got. But yeah.
So anything else?
I don't know, dude. Fine, I got married. Is that what you're after? Is that what you're fishing for? I got married.
No,
I
I
was
was
just
just
asking
not
if anything else
acknowledge it. We
happened.
already talked about it last week. I don't think we need to bring it up again.
You
Did
really
we talk about it
don't.
last week?
We
yeah,
mentioned
you
that
said-
that's where you were. Or where he was.
You said
We mentioned that?
that I was actively getting married at the moment you were recording, but then you also talked about how you couldn't say poggers in my wedding chat.
Well, it's because it was happening at the same time. And I was busy.
Well,
I
that's true.
couldn't say poggers.
Also,
which
I did manage to watch the video back, and there were at least 3 people that said poggers in the wedding chat.
I
so-
couldn't find
I
the
couldn't
wedding
find the
chat.
video.
Oh, you couldn't find either of them?
No, I didn't get. I saw nothing about any of it. And I
It was in
very
the
sad.
Facebook group that I did invite you to that you didn't remember being invited to.
Weird because
did
I
watch
thought I
the
checked
video,
it, and
but I could not
didn't
comment
see
in
it.
the chat.
Maybe I'm the fool.
Was the chat on Facebook?
No, the chat was on YouTube.
I didn't see it. It said it wasn't enabled or something.
Huh.
This is where Noah
Wouldn't let
reveals
me-
that he secretly banned Jackson from the chat.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense.
I mean, it's smart, really.
So I streamed to my to the work YouTube page. I actually banned Jackson from it because I didn't want to have him there to embarrass me.
Yeah. I would have probably said swag at least twice.
It was really funny actually. Friend of mine, Ethan, was in the comments, and anytime someone said something about Nina, he would say the same thing but about him or but about me. So there was someone that said, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful," and then he came in and he's like, "Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful."
Yes. Go off.
It was really good. I liked it. It was a
This
fun
is the
time.
Noah appreciation wedding stream.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. It was a really good time.
I'm glad that you had a good time getting married. It'd be weird if you're like, you know what?
I mean, big
That'd
shout out
be very
to
weird.
big shout out to the photographers who were there because they knew what they were doing and they made all of my work like super super easy because I was out here trying to nail down like 3 or 4 other things, and the fact that they just covered all of the photos and keeping me on track of what they needed me to do helped organize the rest of my day.
Yes, like you pay them for.
Well,
Or
I mean,
don't,
I
guess,
don't
depending on the
pay
situation.
photographers to be my wedding organizer, but they kind of did, and it helped me
I
a
just
lot.
don't pay him. Threaten him.
That's an option, I suppose.
I don't pay my photographers.
It's
Who
like,
pays
hey,
they
the
do it for the
photographers? What am I,
exposure.
a bitch?
sometimes they hold out their hand and give him a little high five. Maybe an empty cup.
I hate it so
And I
much.
say, get out of
Like,
here.
I know it's a meme, but it still makes me
Scram.
angry.
Beat it.
Fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
I told him, hey, my wedding's going to be really popular. I'll pay you in exposure. I'll tell everyone that
say,
you shot my wedding. And
Hey,
I took a big
photograph
drag
this.
off my like cigar, and I'm like, trust me, kid, you're going places. Just follow me, and I'll do anything you need, except pay your money. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, I ain't paying you money. How about you put this in the portfolio and then you give him the bird?
Exactly.
That's my standard procedure for all the times in my life when I have to use photographers.
For all
It
things
is
in my
very
life.
frequent.
I walk
I need a lot of
in.
photographers.
I walked in to buy a car, and I said, "How about you put this in your portfolio?" And they flipped them off, and they were like, "Damn, all right, you got us."
Here's a free car for you, sir. Hey, I'll pay you an exposure, Mr. Toyota, if that's your real name.
Actually, it's Joe. It's
Hi.
No!
That's the origin story. We found it. We found the Suzuki Joe origin story. I walked in. I said, "Put this in your portfolio." I flipped him off. I walked out with the car, and then it cuts to him, and he's just sitting behind his desk, like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, can you do the voice, Noah? Can you? Would you kindly?" There we go. Thanks, guys. And then from that moment onward,
I like to imagine like the big reveal at the beginning of season 3 for Suzuki Joe being the main antagonist of the season is I like to imagine it's kind of like he does like the Bond villain spin around in a chair and then like does the whole like fingers crossed and like rests his nose
and then he's just like
his fingers and goes. We're like, oh, there's only one. It can only be one man.
See, you know, one thing that I do love about Suzuki Joe is that people who have no clue who this man is know who he is now because of this podcast. But they only know about him in the context of him being like this radio gremlin, and I think that's perfect.
I kind of like the fact that you just implied that we made Suzuki Joe famous.
Yeah, I mean, it's all us.
We brought him out of the greater Erie area.
Honestly, we paid him an exposure.
We did pay him an exposure. We paid him an exposure and we got a free t-shirt out of it. Well, no, we got a free picture out of it, but he would have given you a free t-shirt.
Yeah, he probably would have given me a free picture anyway. I mean,
he did also give us permission to use his ads if we wanted to, which is just kind of a smart business move.
That's paying us an exposure.
Yeah. That is paying us an exposure. But if only he knew the things that we've said about him since, like literally since then.
Yeah, it was really sad. Like as soon as I met him, it just like immediately turned into a disappointment.
It's like, hey, I met Suzuki Joe that just came in and he's like,
I fucking hate
Suzuki Joe. I ever tell you about Suzuki Joe? Fucking hate him. Oh, Suzuki Joe, he pissed on my mother. And it's just like, wow, that's crazy.
Man, I cannot believe the arc that Suzuki Joe has had on the podcast without ever directly interacting with anyone except for me for like 5 minutes where I worked one time.
Honestly, I think Suzuki Joe has had a stronger character arc than any of us, and we're on the podcast.
It's true. I think because he's not on the podcast, he can have a strong character arc because he doesn't have to have defining moments or talk for an hour every week.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, shoot, he wouldn't even be in a hole right now if we hadn't had someone who came in and knew about him. He would still be on the top pedestal just because he doesn't come in and talk every week.
It's true. The power that is given to someone who has no influence directly, but is rather influenced or given influence by, the creators. We've made him into our enemy. Why are you yelling at me, Kat? Why are you mad? You like Suzuki Joe? You got a problem with me? You want to talk about it? You want to throw hands?
I can't believe your cat is a Suzuki Joe stan.
I'll scrap right now. I don't care. That's what I thought.
It's just in. Jackson fights his cat.
Probably not even a real cat. Probably just a listening device.
For Suzuki Joe.
The longest con of all time. Yeah. It's like for eight years.
I sent a cat to break into your house and now it's a listening device.
Funny. Yeah, I turned myself into a cat. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Honestly, I feel like Suzuki Joe is funnier than Pickle Rick.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But relies equally on a weird voice coming out of an obscure area. It's my cat. Hey, it's me, Suzuki Joe. I'm going to let you know I snuck into your house and planted a listening device on all of your electronics for only $9.
This is so good. You guys.
So,
what an episode.
God bless Suzuki Joe.
Listen, one of these days we'll get him on the podcast.
No.
Honestly?
No, we really can't.
Probably not.
We must.
If we get him on the podcast, we're just going to be mean to him. We can't do that. We have
to explain for like an hour what like the whole joke is, and then he'd be like, he'd just be like, okay, and?
Yeah, he'll just come in and be like,
I don't want to get the drink there.
What, you should have pissed on someone's mom?
Yeah, I've got a cider this week. Can I talk about those?
Yeah, sure. Go off.
So I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. I don't feel like we're spiraling at all.
No, we're fine.
No, definitely not.
No. There's no such thing. So I have so we went out, Michelle and I today, to pick up some extra liquor. We got some. We couldn't find UV blue, so we just got blue raspberry Svedka, which is literally the same thing.
I'm actually so angry, but okay.
What? You're not a fan of UV blue?
Don't talk to me.
What's wrong? Okay, you're like the fourth person to tell me that they don't like UV blue, and I don't understand
blue
the problem.
alcohol should not be consumed or in existence.
Why? It just tastes like
we
blue
had
raspberry.
some really shitty blue champagne.
No, I mean before that though. Like I have no trust for blue alcohol. I mean I probably said it before.
Blue raspberry vodka.
My whole I know.
It just tastes like blue.
I know.
It's like a fucking Jolly Rancher. Whatever.
You are telling me the reasons that I hate this thing right now.
Whatever. It's fine. I needed it because I've been mixing it with lemonade, like 2 parts vodka, 2 parts fucking 1 part vodka, 1 part UV blue and like 4 parts lemonade, and it tastes amazing.
Wait, so you cut your vodka with vodka?
Yeah, because UV blue has enough flavor that it doesn't taste like vodka. Like to the point where if you like, it's actually dangerous. Like I would just drink UV blue straight from the bottle because it doesn't taste like, it just tastes like a fucking Jolly Rancher.
That's the grossest sentence I've ever heard in my life, but it's okay.
I like blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers. Leave me alone. Anyway, so we went out today, and I got some Doc's cider. And now, fans of the podcast may remember many years ago, 2 years ago or so, I was out at Barcade in Philly, and I believe I had this same cider. I am so much more disappointed now that I'm having it a second time.
Wow.
What was the cider?
I remember it's just called Doc's cider.
It's kind of like the Suzuki Joe of beer corners for this
It is.
podcast.
Like, it's not bad, and like the flavor isn't bad. It just has this really weird. Okay, so you know how like when you have a like apple out of the field, it has this almost. It can have this almost not quite bitter, but like earthy aftertaste.
Yeah.
Yes, but also it's important to me that you know that apples do not grow in fields.
No, they grow in orchards, but like whatever.
And off of trees.
Off of trees, but whatever. You get the idea. You
if you walk in the field and you pick up an apple,
all apples are found.
You have a problem.
And it has this weird earthy aftertaste, and so does this cider, which is how I know that it's actual like it like it's air quotes good because of that. You know what I mean? Like, but it doesn't. The earthy aftertaste isn't complimentary. It doesn't taste good along like the sweetness of the cider.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a raspberry one that we haven't cracked open yet, but like I'm a little disappointed. It was only like it's a 22 fluid ounce bottle, so it's a big ass bottle. And so originally Michelle and I split it, and then I was just like, you know what? Michelle wasn't a fan. I'm just gonna finish it off, and I'm just disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. It's not bad. It just has a weird aftertaste that I'm not a fan of.
It's not bad. It's just awful.
No, I just like I like the flavor. I just don't love the aftertaste. It's this weird earthiness that I'm not a fan of. Almost like this earthy, close thing I'm gonna call it is like an earthy fermentation, for lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. Like you know how some ciders and like drinks you can taste the fermentation a little bit.
Yeah,
it has that, and I'm just not.
I go back and forth on that.
What do you? The fermentation is the alcohol. Of course, you can taste the fermentation.
No one knows what I'm talking about.
Like I just can't live in this world anymore of silence where you give a great review to a sugar, like basically vodka and a whole bunch of sugar and blue coloring, and you're like, this tastes bad because it tastes like real apple.
No,
I can't live in this world. I can't do this anymore. Like I sit here in silence and I let you talk.
Tastes like real apple, right? Downey's apple cider tastes like real apple. My favorite cider, hard cider in the world. It doesn't have a gross, like earthy. I picked this out of the field where it's been, or out of an orchard where it's been sitting on the ground for a hot minute. Taste.
I don't think they did that though.
I don't think they did that. You're right. I agree. But I'm just not a fan. I'm disappointed.
I mean, honestly, if you would have just said that like by itself, I would have been fine. But the fact that this came right after the whole like UV blue thing.
I want to know what your problem is with UV blue.
It's blue. It doesn't need to be blue, and it doesn't need to be flavored like raspberries. And blue raspberries aren't even a thing. It's not even a real thing.
Would it make you feel better if I like just had like a blue raspberry syrup and mix that in with my lemonade and vodka?
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
Okay. It's just because it's pre-mixed into the vodka that you have a problem.
I have like a bias against it in particular because I've watched a lot of To Catch a Predator, and those are like the things.
It's always
bright colored like sugary alcohol are like I've got a bias against them. Same with like Smirnoff Ice. I can't trust like that, you know?
Oh no, Jackson, I've got bad news for you.
People are like, oh boy, I can't wait to wake up today and drink a Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, every day, dude. That's how I wake up every morning. No,
that's weird.
Smirnoff Ice is fine. It's just not good. It's literally, I will drink it if it's in front of me. I'd rather have that than like just a regular fucking beer, but not by much.
I honestly don't even drink like beer anymore. I don't know. I don't know what I drink. I don't really drink that much.
I had a friend come to my house drinking,
and they left a whole, like they brought a whole bunch of like liquor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's my friend who's of the opinion that Mountain Dew is just the best thing to drink ever.
Oh no!
And that
I used to think
sparkling water is the worst thing to drink ever. It's literally the pinnacle of sugar is flavor. His favorite drink is Mountain Dew and whipped vodka.
Huh.
I would rather drink battery acid than Mountain Dew and whipped vodka because I think they are the same thing, but one of them is just a little bit easier to get down.
Although.
Is it the battery acid?
Did we talk about this on the podcast about how Mountain Dew was originally made as a mixer for booze?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It mixes with whiskey real well, doesn't it?
I didn't know if that was on or off the air that we talked about it.
Yeah, that's what it was invented for. But Pinnacle whipped vodka is not the same as moonshine.
No, I'm not a fan of Pinnacle whipped at all. So
it is my arch enemy. Actually, no, Blue Curacao is my true arch enemy. and then probably
What do
white
you have
vodka.
against blue
and
curacao?
It's fucking blue for no reason.
You're just a blue
UV
racist, is what
yes,
I'm hearing.
UV blue is at least blue raspberry. What is blue curacao flavored like?
I don't remember. I'll be honest.
It's
I just mix it
orange.
in with shit.
It's flavored like orange. It's just orange flavored liqueur because a curacao orange, and they just dump fucking blue food coloring in it so that like
Because it makes your drinks
22-year-old
look pretty.
girls will come to the bar and be like, "Can you make this?" And it's just like vodka and soda and blue, and you're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life." I'm like, "It's just water with blue coloring in it and orange flavor."
I don't know, dude.
It would
Blue
be better if you
curacao's
just had
pretty tight.
vodka and Sprite. Yeah.
I think you just hate blue things.
Working at a bar makes you hate blue things because no matter what happens, if one person gets a blue drink, everyone in the bar is going to be like, "Oh my god, that looks amazing," even though half the time it's literally just like Sprite, vodka, and blue curacao.
What's wrong with? Okay, but one, there's nothing wrong with that. That sounds amazing. Two, here's a bigger question. Why is that bad if you're the one working at a bar?
Because I don't want to make it, and it's blue, and I feel like it doesn't taste that good. It's just way too sugary, and there's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's like borderline insulting if you're like, yeah, let me get a well vodka and some blue-colored orange syrup when there's like 200 bottles
Nah, dude.
at the bar.
Nah.
It's just like, come on. And then, like,
I buy
everyone in
things
the
at
bar's
a bar
drinking it.
that I wouldn't make at home. And a lot of the times that includes a lot like stuff that has like 5 different kinds of liquor in it, and a lot of times that includes blue curacao.
Well, it's fine if it's like a part of a bigger thing. Like a blue Hawaiian's cool.
Fucking Irish trash can has blue curacao.
Suppose that is a thing you can drink.
I fucking love me an Irish trash. I've talked about it. It's my favorite cocktail. It's trash.
I think, yeah, you have mentioned that before. I'm an Irish car bomb guy, though. Oh, man.
Irish car bombs aren't
Yeah.
bad. I'm not a fan
So good.
of the like I'm not generally a fan of what is the word? Irish cream.
I like dairy-based alcohol, admittedly.
I am lactose intolerant, so that is a lot of the reason
Gross.
why. And I also don't like as a distinct like thickness to it that I'm not generally a fan of.
Yeah. See, but I like the thickness. I'm down
Totally
with the
fair.
thickness.
Totally fair. And see, the difference here, Jackson, is
Thank
I
you,
said,
Noah.
"Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that you have a different opinion." Not fuck blue things.
I mean,
That's fine. I didn't
Here's
say you
the
didn't
thing,
say
though.
that, but I
He
still say
brought-
fuck blue things.
he brought that up very early on, and then you continued to talk about blue things. Whereas, like, if Jackson kept just doubling down on things you didn't like, eventually you'd be like, "Dude, I got to be honest. I already told you I don't like these things. Why you
Well, I
got to
just have,
keep
like,
talking about them?"
A long-term employment-based bias
Like
against
anime.
blue alcohol. I mean, I don't get mad when you say you hate anime.
No, I'm not mad that you hate UV blue.
There we go. Then why did you just bring it up as a point as if you were trying to like get it with a gotcha
It was-
moment?
did do
because it was
that.
You brought up like,
it
I
was-
got him now. I don't care. I still
Guys,
hate it.
guys. It was
No,
He's
Dan,
backpedaling.
we're taking
He's
this very
backpedaling.
seriously. This is
Let's be-
very
we-
serious.
We got him.
Bit. Guys.
Oh, he's backpedaling.
I
now. We
can't
got him.
believe you're so stupid that you tried to man up to Jackson and talk him down.
You know what? That's
I can't
on
believe
me.
he just got shit on publicly,
Guys,
and now all of China knows you're here.
I hope they know I'm here.
I mean,
Why?
I hope all of China knows you're here.
I think it'd be kind of cool if all of China knew I was here.
Yeah, if just like a billion people were like, "Oh yeah, Dan, he's over near New York," and they just you'd be like,
Suddenly,
"Why do you know that?" And
suddenly
they're like,
it's just like, "Hello, it's China."
"Do you think all of China's coming to Dan's house?" I don't think you got enough square footage for that.
You're right.
It's a pretty big country. We talked about that before.
That was before we went on the air.
This is
Right?
true.
The size of I thought we talked about the size of countries on the air.
Well, I
Wait,
think you meant
size
the
of
square
countries?
footage.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
the
yeah, I was
countries,
gonna say
yeah.
I thought we were talking about like apartment square footage, which we definitively.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I mean, it was more of a.
Can't talk.
I do feel like it. It all fits together. We talked about the apartment square footage off the air, and now we talked about country sizes a couple months ago.
It's
Month
been
ago?
a hot
How long
minute.
ago? Well, wasn't it the same episode we talked about like national foods, or was that a different episode?
Dude, I
think
don't remember things.
It was a similar episode. No,
I think I think I
I
just
think
kind of
we ta-
default to geography talks every once in a while.
I was gonna say you talked about geography last week too, along with filling
Mm-hmm.
Sam's room with like a massive amount of bananas.
Which would still be a good moment.
And then you were
prank.
also talking about like mailing my dad shellfish or something.
Yeah, it's still the
trying
plan,
to
yeah.
actually commit a crime and kill your dad. Yes.
I don't think it's a crime to mail someone who's allergic to shellfish.
I think it
I think
actually
it's just
is.
rude. I think it's just rude.
No, I actually like depending on the level of allergy and how aware of it you were. I'm actually pretty sure it is a crime.
It just kind of reminds me of the guys who tell stories about how their like bully in high school had a peanut allergy, so they walked up to him and slapped him with a handful of peanut butter.
I'm sorry. That's a thing you hear a lot.
Yeah, no, I was
I mean,
with you for a
relatively a
second,
lot,
and then
yes.
Jackson pointed out, and I'm like, wait a second, yeah, no, I don't think I've ever
hold
heard
up.
of
You hear
something
that
like ever in
relatively
my
a lot.
life.
Like you've heard that more than once. Like,
I've heard
more than
that-
one person's been like, "Yeah, I took someone with peanut
let me
allergy and
rephrase
I
that.
attacked them with peanuts."
I have not. I personally do not know anyone that has done that, but
Then why
I
do you
have
say you hear
read
it a lot?
no less than 4 individual separate accounts about it.
Were any of them on Reddit?
Nah, one of them was on Reddit.
Oh. Okay, one of them doesn't count
Okay.
because no one on Reddit tells the truth.
Okay, that's fair. They probably stole
It's
the
like the one of
stories
us
from
always
Twitter.
lies.
Because I've seen the stories on Twitter.
I just feel like,
yeah.
depending on the severity of the allergy, that's just not okay.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
it's
would agree.
definitely
If they
a
get
crime.
like
That's what I'm
hives,
saying.
yeah, if they get like hives, whatever, just rude. And like you probably, should know better, and you're probably gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah.
But like if it's like an anaphylactic shock, and you're like, this guy, he called me smelly, or he said I was fat, I'm gonna kill him.
Mhm,
That's
mhm, mhm.
that's not okay.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude. You can't do that.
And not only am I gonna
Stop.
kill him, I'm gonna make him choke to death helplessly and watch. You're like, oh, that's like terrible. Really stuck up to the bully there, man. They showed him.
Yeah. Like you actually killed them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming most of the cases where people are talking about it, they didn't cause the person to die.
Oh, I certainly
Because-
hope so.
Yeah, I
But
feel like there
also-
would definitely be large, like, long-lasting legal consequences.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Especially because like one of those stories ended with like, like, oh yeah, I was gonna be like fighting with the dude, and he was like, he had all his boys, yada yada, and then I punched him with a crunchy peanut butter knuckles, and and now he's dead. That's the one
And
that I
now
don't,
he's dead.
and that's the one I don't really believe, because I mean,
I don't
like,
believe that either, because you're telling me that he killed someone in front of all of his friends who were gonna jump the guy, and they were all like, "Oh shit, we're all also allergic to peanut butter." No, they would probably if you like killed my friend in front of me, and have like a numbers advantage, and we're already gonna beat you up.
Mhm.
We're gonna still beat you up, maybe even worse, probably even worse. Yeah, no, I doubt that. I'd be like, if somebody like threw a pineapple at me, I'd be like, all right, that's just fucked up.
Well,
But like,
the thing is, but if somebody threw a pineapple at you, that's one thing. But if somebody like poured pineapple juice on you while you were asleep or something with the intent
I would
to,
still.
but with the intent of like committing bodily harm, I'm pretty sure that's a crime.
That's a crime. Yeah, that's a form of that type of assault.
Yeah. See,
But I don't think mailing Noah's dead shellfish is a crime.
I think it could. I think it is not out of the realm.
I think
Okay,
possibility
if
that
he
it could
were
be.
to
I
open
think-
it up,
no, here's the thing. I think it would be a crime if you like walked up to my dad and then just started throwing shellfish at him. I think
Yeah.
that's a crime. But
be a
that's
pretty
also
funny
just
crime,
assault
but yeah.
in general.
What is,
Yeah,
so
it would be
if
funny.
but I think that if he sent him a package and like, I don't know how allergic your dad is, but like coated it in fucking shellfish juice or some bullshit.
it's me,
don't
Ted
think he's-
Kaczynski, but with shrimp.
I don't
I
know
didn't
how,
say I was going to coat it in shellfish. I said I was going to like mail him a platter of shrimp. And I
I'm
don't
just
think there's
saying-
any way that could be a crime.
I don't know, dude. Crimes happen all the time. Things are constantly happening.
Crimes happen all the time, but not everyone is committing crimes all the time. that's a weird like,
Shit,
false
is that just, it's just
equivalency.
me? I'm just the one committing crimes all the time? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Are you committing crimes all the time?
I
I mean,
legally
I guess
shouldn't-
tax evasion is a crime. Am I right? Am I right, guys?
Hey, there we go.
No, have you reported any income from Patreon?
Actually, yeah, they don't send us
Oh.
money unless I put in my tax
Yep.
information.
Yep. It's actually
Yeah.
it's same with Twitch. Twitch won't send you money either. You have to report it on your taxes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yep. Twitch. Oh, Jackson. No. Yeah. No. Twitch
what-
sends all your
I was gonna
tax
say-
info to the IRS when they pay you.
The bastards.
I'm aware.
I can't believe that they'd out me like that.
I know. What a bunch of narcs.
I actually got a check from Twitch the other day, or not a check, but like a deposit from Twitch the other day.
I got my
Really?
I think I got my first one like a couple of months ago. I think I talked about it. I don't remember if I talked about it on the
I think
on
you
the
just
podcast.
told me.
I still have a tier 3 subscriber.
Why? A tier
I don't
3?
know, but, like,
someone's paying
yeah.
you $15 a month for no wait, 25 bucks a month? Why?
for nothing.
Yeah, beats me.
Do you know who it
I haven't
is?
streamed in over a year. No idea.
Wild.
I
I have an inkling, but it's a he who will not be named type of situation.
No, yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
no,
Did I ever
super
tell that
valid.
story?
I don't know. I got my first check from Twitch not that long ago, and I don't know. It was nice, that validation, you know.
Yeah, I just got my first check from Twitch like this week.
Look at you.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I thought it was a spam post. I thought it was like trying
Same.
to steal my info.
Yep.
Because
100%
it looks
same.
it's Twitch's colors, but it looks so unofficial.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're very intentional about like not having links anywhere in it so that you can't click on something and give them information. So that you're like, Twitch stole my stuff, and they're like, no, we actually never send links in our special emails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I it was super weird that it happens, and I kind of I don't know. It's very satisfying when it happens. It feels good to get that like, yeah, my friends are a bunch of idiots who gave me money.
Actually, I got a Twitch story that is really great. So
That
there's
one
this
that's really creepy.
when
you're done.
I can't wait to hear it. So I had this guy who frequented my streams for a while. He came in.
Mm-hmm.
He came in during the Dragon Age era, and he's just like stuck around. Eventually, I still plan on going back to Dragon Age, but the games are all crashing for me. It is what it is. But yeah, dude came in, He was a really fun guy. I know like the state he lives in. I know what job he has. We've like talked about a lot of stuff. He's a really like, I thought he was a really chill dude. And then, you know, High doing his usual High thing where he just bans people because that's just what he do. He banned this guy one day.
He abuses his power, yes.
Yeah, as he always does. I'm very familiar with High abusing his powers. This is what he does. And
It's true.
this dude, like this guy gifted not one, but 2 12-month subs to people in my
Jesus.
chat. He was subbed himself. He dropped bits like crazy. He dropped subs like crazy. This man
Burn that
threw
money.
a concerning amount of money at me, right? And after he got jokingly banned by High for less than 5 seconds, during which I was like, High, you can't ban that guy.
Wait, I actually banned him though?
Yeah. Oh, High bans people in my
Wait.
chat left and right.
See, that's what I'm. See, listen, let him finish the story because I'm with you. I think.
I
on
thought
this
you
one,
were
Jackson.
joking. I thought you guys were joking about High banning people.
No. High has
no.
banned. No, so High bans a lot of my people, and then he unbans them like literally 2 seconds later.
Wait.
So
What?
I'm like, okay, you know, it's a tacky joke, sure, but it's something that like everyone is aware of, and more importantly, this guy has laughed at when it's happened to other people before.
I
And
can't believe High bans me. What are you doing? All right, whatever.
And no, that's the whole thing though, is that like this happened to him and he unsubbed, he unfollowed, and has never been back.
See, okay, I personally don't love that there's no way to kick someone from your chat without banning them. I think it's a lot funnier if I just muted people for a few minutes. I think banning I don't think it's unreasonable for him to be upset that he got banned.
Well, here's the thing. I would agree if this was an out of nowhere thing that had no precedence.
Even then.
I 100%
Honestly, though,
would agree.
I mean, my story of a creepy person is of someone. What state were they from? By I mean, there's no way it's the same person. Because High would have known and probably said something. But like, what state were they from?
Michigan.
Okay, we're good. Because I had someone who was a regular, fairly regular watcher of my streams back in the day. Anyone who was there will probably know the name, but I'm not gonna. It's a Voldemort situation. But anyway, this guy was always very like not personal, but there's always like asking, like making assumptions of friendship type of deal.
Oh,
like
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people in Twitch are, which was one of my biggest problems when I was using the platform. Is like I'm not your friend, no offense, but kind of offense, and I'm not like, your close personal friend if you're just
I'm
like
not
someone who's
your guy,
watching, and that's
pal.
fine. Yeah, but like it's like I don't hate you, but like I'm not gonna be like, hey, you want to come over for a barbecue? Like I don't know you.
Exactly. No, yeah.
But like it's a creator fan relationship, and it's like that's nothing wrong with that. But he was always like very like wanting that personal friendship, and also always donating. Like sometimes like I think the biggest donation was like $100.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
And like he would regularly donate like $50+ and always subscribe, and always I didn't buy people subs because I think this was way before like buying people subs was a thing. Not way before, but like marginally before. But yeah, he would buy subs pretty regularly for like he would sub and he would donate a lot. And then one day, like I get a call at like 3 a.m. from an unknown number.
Oh no!
And guess who got my phone number?
How?
Like I don't know, my personal phone number. I didn't give it to him.
That's not okay.
And like
Ikey
but the
not
thing is
okay.
like the guy had like some money and was always flexing it. And like I don't know what like. I mean, I'm sure you can probably, with enough money, buy someone's personal information. I wouldn't be that
You
surprising.
definitely can. If he can find your name, you can find your address, and if you can find your address, you can find your phone number. So definitely that's what happened. But
it's just like, man,
that's a lot.
that's such a breach, and like acting like it was normal. And then like I picked up the phone because I don't know, I just
because
was like, oh,
because if you get a call at 3 a.m., even if it's an unknown,
Yeah, I'm like,
that's
who's
usually an important
calling?
thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I was like, because that's not spam call hours. So I picked up, and then it was him, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, man. I was like, well, I'm going to bed. I wasn't going to bed, but I was like, I want to fucking talk to you. Like, this is weird. But how do you tell someone this is weird when now they have your information?
Yeah.
So I just kind of like played it off and called it a day. But he would like call, and I wouldn't pick up the phone, but he would leave like voicemails, and he was always like trying to get me to go on like a trip with him to Tennessee.
What?
I know. He was like, yeah, you know, like me and like a friend of mine are going to like this cabin in the woods for like a week. You should come. Like, fuck no, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm not. What?
No,
What?
that's a big deal
Why
for
do you
me,
think
dog.
I would go for that?
No, that's high key not okay.
Yeah, no, he was crazy. And he had like my personal info. So like I streamed like a couple other guys at the time, and I was like, yo, just as a heads up, like this dude's like display name, this is his like real name, and he has my like phone number. So like I don't know if he's got anyone else's, because he was like a fan of like all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I got him blacklisted from like the community or whatnot, but
That's horrifying.
yeah, it really is.
Ugh. Ugh.
So that's my Twitch horror story. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I don't have his number like blocked or anything, but I do have him blocked on Discord because he kept like DMing me.
Yeah, no, that's a smart
rough.
move.
I also got like I have a whole bunch of like unwanted Discord DMs. That's the negative of you can't. I don't know if there's a way to make it so people can't just like DM your profile if you're in a Discord server together.
I don't
You
know
don't
if
have
there
to
is.
do
I think if
that.
you share a Discord server,
They can DM you, yeah.
They
I think they can DM you no
can.
matter what, actually, but
no,
I don't know.
Yeah,
because
as
you
long
can
as they
set
can
it
get
so
your
it's only people
username.
who share a server.
Mm.
Yeah, but since it was like the channel Discord server, people would send me unwanted messages and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "We're not friends, and we're not enemies, and I don't dislike you, but we're
Yeah.
not like."
Yeah, and this is not a call out post for Dave, but I am gonna. It did happen with one of Dave's streams. And I assume all of you have interacted with this at this point now. But Dave he's not new to streaming. He just is a little bit more willing to just engage with his audience, I guess, in this way.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people in streams asking if they can come play games with you, because the answer is no. The answer
Yeah,
has
no.
never, ever, 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 ever been yes for me, at least.
Yeah, the
It's
only
true.
time it will ever be yes is if the title of the stream says "playing with chat."
Yes, and that would be like a Jackbox game or like
Yeah,
Among
or
Us.
back when
even.
I used to play Murder Miners and with chat.
Same
That was
thing.
honestly so much fun. That was so fun.
But that's not the same as like playing like, so Dave and I were playing EDF, Earth Defense Force. It was like a 4-player
Oh yeah.
monster.
Wait, which
shooter
one?
game.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave
Which
had
one?
one of his the fifth one, the new one.
Okay, cool.
Or yeah, the new one. And which is really good, by the way. I'm not gonna go into it right now, but I'm really, really enjoying my time playing it. And Dave had one of his chat buddies like show up in the stream. Or show up in the stream and then weasel his way into playing with us. And like, Jackson, you've played those games. You understand that when I say I'm at like 3% of the game, that's like, oh, I've gone through like 20, 30 missions, right?
Yeah.
This game was at 79% completion, which means
I
he's played
hate
through the
when people do
entire
that even with
game
anything.
on like at least the lowest three or four difficulties with every single of the four main like classes completely.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And so he comes in and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna play on hard, right?" And I'm like, well, no, we're playing on easy or normal rather, because that's what we're playing at and that's our level and yada yada." And like, I still don't know how it happened, but fucking smash cut to 20 minutes later, we're playing on hard. My ass is dead and stays dead for like 15 minutes of stream time because I can't do anything on the harder difficulty because I don't have the gear for it. Because that's how EDF works.
Yeah.
It's made to be played through multiple times. And actually, credit where it's due, the fifth one they did a good job where like when you level up with stuff, it actually levels up everything at least a little bit. It's like you have your main class that you'll have a lot more time and like stuff in, but like all the other classes also get stuff periodically. But I just, if you are in somebody's Twitch chat, unless you know them and interact with them regularly, like for example, Hi or Cloud, or people that or fucking Fizzy, like people that show up and interact
I was gonna say,
regularly.
people
and, like,
who are, well, it doesn't even matter if they
friends.
interact
Friends.
regularly. They are your friends already outside of stream.
exactly,
Like
or
you
they become,
already know who they are.
and it's possible to become a friend outside of stream, right? Like I have done
Yeah.
that. I've made friends from one stream that I just am like, oh hey, now we hang out, or now we chat.
I've only made enemies.
I've also made so many enemies. Sam, no enemy of the podcast.
Yeah.
But if
I mean,
you're in
honestly,
somebody's,
Hi, no enemy of me.
I mean, Hi is less an enemy and more a antagonistic force.
He and I are bitter enemies,
I mean, that's fair. Honestly, that's understandable.
as is known. Not of the podcast, but just
no,
of me.
just it's a personal rivalry.
Yeah, of course.
But stop acting like people in your like you watch on Twitch should play games with you, because they don't know
Yeah.
you. You don't really know them. Stop it. Just
And I think there's a lot of like almost like pseudo predatory chatters that would
Yeah.
go into like small streams on purpose just to try and take advantage of the
yeah.
like the desire for clout, which is kind of like what that one dude was basically doing. He was like, hey, I'm basically giving you more money than like pretty much anybody else.
Than
I mean,
God.
definitely anybody else.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, literally like at least $100 a week is definitely more than most anybody else.
Yeah.
And so it's like, now I deserve this. I'm like, no, you don't deserve
No.
anything. Like, that's a donation for
And
a reason.
And
It's
I
just
know
like,
that
you
is
appreciate
like
what I'm doing.
quite literally what a lot of like female streamers go through. Like that is literally what
yeah.
the
For sure.
struggle of it is.
Oh yeah.
And I would just like to reiterate, stop it. Just like I know
Yeah.
like anyone who's listening right now like is already in that same boat. Like we have a really great community surrounding the podcast. So like nobody here does that.
Oh yeah. No, I don't.
But holy shit, it is the the actual worst. The
There are
actual literal worst.
Some games are worse than others too. You remember that time when we were playing Payday?
Yep.
And it was like,
Oh yeah,
it was
that's
a
one thing
3-man
kiddos love.
while we were waiting for we were waiting for someone else to join us.
GTA too.
Ew.
Oh, I'm sure. I remember towards the end of when I was streaming and I just literally could not be bothered to give a shit. I would just play Murder Miners, which is first of all, I think I was the only person on the entirety of Twitch streaming it.
I actually know the game. I own it.
Ever. Oh, it's so good.
Jackson,
it's
do you
actually
want to play Murder Miners
unironically very
sometime?
good. I would love to play Murder Miners. I actually played it with like my old Discord server from my streaming days back, like not long ago. I was like, "Hey, anyone want to play Murder Miners?" It was like midnight,
Same.
but I
Yeah,
would just
I own
like
it.
I
I
would
haven't
just
played it
play
since
it.
2014. I would unironically play Murder Miners with you, Jackson.
And I would
think it'd
literally just be like,
blast.
"Hey, chat, I'm just gonna be in the Discord. You guys can just join the Discord call." So we'd have like 8 people in the Discord call, and also like 8 people watching the stream, and it would just be like, ugh.
That's really good.
It was fun. I had another thing I was gonna say about that kind of like, oh yeah, so like for like donations when people expect like rewards out of it, it's just super creepy.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to go about it like without sounding like you're an asshole as a streamer, and that's why like, they kind of have like
That's why they do it. Yeah.
Exactly. And like when I used to stream Pokemon, if someone was to donate like $10 and be like, "Hey, my favorite Pokemon is Gyarados. Can you shiny hunt that one next?" And I didn't have something planned, I'd be like, "Yeah, for sure." But like if they were like, "Hey, my favorite Pokemon's Gyarados. Can I have your phone number?" Then I say no. But like, yeah, if someone like subscribes and you like, you know, there are obviously like reasonable rewards. They're not necessarily expect, but like requests. Like such as, you know, "Hey, name a unit in this game after me," or something like that. You'd be like, yeah, sure, that's
absolutely.
fun.
I love doing that shit.
But you not, "Hey, what's your address?
What's your personal phone number?
Last 4 of your social?"
You have
Yeah,
to tell me
it's,
because I've paid you a lot of money.
Exactly. Yeah, it was super weird.
I can't think of what the name is of that, of like the streamer / content creator to audience relationship, but there's a word for it. I can't think of what it is.
Oh no, I know
Sadism.
what that is. It's
But Burnham has a bit about it.
What if it was
oh, I don't know about that. I just know that there's like, it's like one of those like blank syndrome. I don't remember what it is, but
yes.
it's like
Stockholm
it happens
syndrome
also to like podcast people
when you're Swedish.
because it's worse for people who stream and can interact back, or it's I mean it's less bad for that because you can interact back and you kind of
Parasocial. That's what it
learn
is.
there it is, because you learn a little bit of something from them at least. But like for podcasts especially, you learn so much about the person that you feel like you're friends and they don't know a thing about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've talked about that before though.
And like on some level, right? On some level, there's nobody that I know of that listens to the podcast that I'd be like, yes, we are not friends. You know what I mean? But also, no, like most of the people that don't actively engage, like that I don't actively engage prior to the podcast, I also wouldn't sit here and be like, yes, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, like I don't want to say that's part of the reason why I don't really do anything in Discord. Mostly just because I'm always busy. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of like I've had weird and bad experiences before, and I'm just like, I'm good.
It's super valid. Yeah. And
I got 3 friends. I'm set.
And I would like to make it clear, I am friends with people who I met from doing the podcast. Like that's how that works, and so it's okay. It's just people sometimes assume more than they have invested into the relationship.
Honestly, like there's no one I've met through the podcast. Like there's no one in the Discord server that I've had any negative interaction with.
Fact.
Everybody's super cool, which is like really, really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We've built a really good community out of it.
I don't know if we really built it. I mean, we built the city on rock and roll for sure.
We did
We
do
that.
be out here building cities on rock and roll.
Parasocial relationships, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, parasocial's
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
dude.
I had some really cool like friends that I made through streaming. Though. I mean, like hi, like we really like hung out one time.
I still around. We appreciate it.
And then the one there was this one girl that was a mod of mine that used to be around all the time. Obviously, we haven't talked in forever because
because he stopped. Yeah.
because I don't stream. But when I was in Orlando, that's where she lived, and we hung out at Disney World, and that was a lot of fun too. That was like, and that was like the day after I hung out with Hi.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, just getting to meet people. It was cool. But then also one guy got my phone number, and it was weird.
And that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
It's not cool.
Yeah, dude.
So people listen to the podcast. You know what? Call me. I don't care. Go for it.
Yeah, listen, I'd rather you didn't find my phone number, but it is out there. You could find it.
If you find my phone number and call me, I will be rude to you.
I would rather have anyone from the podcast call me. Maybe
That's
everyone
same.
from the podcast call me than that one guy ever
I
again.
would rather have anyone from the podcast call me than most people in life, actually.
I agree, yeah.
I can't
I
think
get
of people
behind
who-
that.
like
I can just imagine like Dave calling me and being like, "Hello, this is a call about your car's warranty." Like, Is this worst case scenario? What happened?
My favorite thing is every now and again I end up picking those up, and they get really flustered when I tell them that I don't own a car.
Oh no, what you got to do is you got to tell them that you own a really expensive car.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh yeah, I own it's a Rolls Royce, and then you like, I don't know, give some like Google some Rolls Royce and then give the name of it, and they'll be like, oh, actually, it looks like that car is not covered by our warranty, and then they hang up real fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's
as
amazing.
soon as you're like, actually, I've got like a Maserati something. They're like, oh, actually, that one is not covered by the warranty. It looks like you're still good, and they hang up.
That's really funny.
It is really funny.
That's really, really good.
Now, has that ever backfired though, and then you start getting higher grade calls?
No, because like that's one of those things. Like if you would drive like a Lambo, they're not giving you those calls because it's not worth it for them.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Like
for
there's
sure.
really there's no dollar amount they can like scam charge you to get anything,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But you can maybe you can always tell them like, oh man, this is the sixth one I bought today, and they'll also be like, because at that point you might just be able to, if you were telling the truth, you could just commit like the greatest insurance claim, not even fraud, but just insurance claim of all time.
Yeah, dude. I have 7 insurance policies on this one thing.
And I got them all today from your company.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun thing to try next time you get a car insurance call, or you can just hang up like most people do. But yeah, just tell me you own an expensive car and they'll hang up.
Yeah, dude.
See,
I
pick up the phone and they don't even bother running the ad on me, and I'm kind of insulted if we're being honest. I'll pick it up and I'll be like, hello, and then it'll be
They know you
dead
drive a white Kia
silent
Soul.
for 7 seconds, and I'm just
and
like,
then they click.
and then I just hang up on them because I'm like, well, what are you doing calling me if you're not even
They-
going to play your stupid jingle?
Well, what they
Well, they were
what they're
gonna like
doing
talk
is
to
they're
you.
confirming that your number is still in service and being used.
They also remembered that you
Yeah.
had a white Kia Soul, so they just hang up.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
true.
I think it's too hard
Actually,
to
I have
insure.
7 white Kia Souls, so you're going to need to insure
That's
all
normal.
of them.
I literally
Yeah, that's
don't
normal.
answer phone calls from my home area code anymore. I just don't. Like, there's no point.
I just don't answer phone calls.
No, that's a good idea.
Because anyone who's calling me from my home area code that isn't already in my phone, if it's that big, if it's that important, they'll leave a message. And if it's not, they can go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Yeah, I
nothing
learned
that
that the
they
hard
will
way
tell
when
me.
I answered this guy's.
Also because, fuck Erie and everyone there, so don't need that area code
Especially Noah.
negativity in my life. Actually, yeah, Noah calls me from that area code all the time, and I just am like, nah, click. Actually, no, aren't your and I's numbers like only a couple digits off?
I don't know. Let me check. I'm curious
pretty
now.
sure. I'm actually checking real quick. I'm like 99% sure because I think I mentioned it at one point.
I don't.
Have you guys ever seen the one where the guy was like, "Hey, number neighbor, how's it going?"
Oh,
and the guy responds
we
like
are
super
very close.
aggressively.
Yeah, we
I
are
have
literally
never done that.
2 digits off.
No,
Yeah, we are.
no, we're 8 digits away.
2 digits off.
No, but like, okay, only 2 of our digits are different. How's that?
Okay, well, I mean, like that's not that special though. If we're being honest,
had
that's
someone
not
come
that
in-
special.
Okay, fair enough.
I had someone place a to-go order, and when I took their phone number, it was mine ends in a 7, theirs ends in a 1, and otherwise it was identical.
That's horrifying.
Did
That
you,
freaks
while
me
they
was
out.
were
like,
telling
we
it to
are-
you, did you think that they had found your phone number and you were like, oh no?
I was like, "It's him. He's back."
Oh my god, can you imagine? Can you just
that if he
mm.
placed a to-go order at my work, I would actually become his friend because at that point he wins.
Yeah, dude, at that point, what are you gonna do?
Like that level of dedication, that's got to be a good friend, right? It's got to be worth it.
Or you're gonna die, and honestly, that's just a win-win.
But at that point, if they've got that much information,
They're
I'm gonna
find
die no
you
matter
anyway,
what.
fam.
So I might as well try and befriend them.
Yeah, you don't want to piss them off at that point.
It's a terrifying concept. I would dead ass like I would cry if someone called work like my
Yeah,
work
same.
or to go order and gave me my phone number and it wasn't like a voice I recognized.
That would be horrifying.
Especially if they ordered something that I usually like get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they ordered like a regular thing that I eat, like exactly, and left my phone number, I would either be like, man, this is like a friend of mine pulling a prank, someone who's gonna kill me, or I am not me. I am someone else with my brain, and I would go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and make sure it was me. Those are the only things that would happen.
Mm-hmm. That's
I honestly don't even take people's numbers that often though, because like the thing about like when someone takes your number, like when you're getting food to go at like a restaurant,
Yeah.
is like it's supposed to be so that way they can call you if like you don't come pick it up.
Yeah.
But I one time had an experience where that happened,
Mhm.
and like like obviously you don't want people to like not get food but order food,
Mhm.
Because then you're just wasting like it's a huge waste. And then I called them and they're like, yeah, we're not coming to pick it up, and I was like, oh well, I guess okay. What can you do? You can't be like, no, come pick it up. Like,
yeah, that's weird. Did they?
yeah, if you call them and they just straight up say, yeah, we're not coming in,
And I'm
I'm like-
assuming they did not pay for it yet.
No.
Whack. I don't like that
Yeah,
at all.
I was like, weird. What do you do? And I guess that's why so many like pizza places like really heavily try and get you to pay with the card.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like paying with card over the phone. I mean, I always pay with like cash usually for everything.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of what made sense. But yeah, what a weird situation. And it only happened once. But ever since then, I was like, I guess I shouldn't even like take numbers because now I realize it means nothing. It was, yeah.
That is.
It's like, what do you do?
Guess you'll die.
Yeah, I mean, like, and like they straight up told me. It wasn't like they were like, oh, it was a prank or like it wasn't a wrong number. They were just like, nah, we're not coming in to pick it up.
Oh, well.
Okay. I guess you're not. It's weird.
You guys,
I also like.
No, go ahead. Sorry. I was going to.
I was just going to be continuing the thing because no one else was saying anything.
I was just going to completely shift the subject. So
That's fine.
I have been trying very, very slowly to do some minor, like, I sit in front of my computer for like 16 hours a day because of work and then everything else. So I've been trying to like improve my lifestyle on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And to that end, about a month ago, I bought a Titan chair, which are like you've seen them even if you don't know. They're the fucking.
This is a different direction than I thought this was going.
No. I'm getting places. I'm just talking about. I'm not stepping away from my computer more because I can't, because literally all of my life across everything is tied to this stupid fucking machine. Between working 12-hour days and streaming 3 times a week, this is where I live now. So I got a Titan chair, and it's supposed to come in at the end of the month. But my friend who got one just before has now told me that his was delayed, and I'm gonna be really upset if I don't get mine till like the end of November. I'm gonna be really upset because this chair was expensive. Titan, it was a Titan Omega, so it's like one of the like it is a air quotes gamer chair, but I got it because it's an ergonomic chair, which is what I actually cared about, and all the best ergonomic chairs on the market right now are gamer chairs, which is.
Nah, get like one of the Herman Williams. Those things go hard.
I mean, you want me to spend the $2,000 on a chair or whatever?
You can get a cheaper one than that, and if you use my boy Daniel's code, the @Patters at checkout, 2 Z's I think is the code.
Is this actually a thing? Hold on.
20% off. Yeah, you get 20% off.
Damn, dude, where were you like a month ago when I bought my
More
chair?
like damn Daniel, but yeah.
Damn it.
Well, I don't know. You didn't tell me you were buying a chair.
I didn't know. I didn't think that anyone would
My
have a
friend's
discount
sponsored
code
by
for
Herman
ergonomic
Williams,
chairs.
which is weird. Yeah. You wouldn't think that like Herman Williams would sponsor like a streamer, but you know, lo and behold, he's sponsored by Herman Williams.
That's so fascinating to me.
I know, right? I don't think I've ever heard of anyone else being sponsored.
No.
By them. But like, if I had to pick a chair, like a place to get a free chair from for a sponsorship, bro, I'm picking them
Hell
too.
yeah,
like,
dude.
he's right. He's right. I feel it.
He's doing it. Yeah, no, I looked at their chairs for a little while because I was like, well, it's this or the other, and their chairs are pricey. Like they're more executive ergonomic chairs, whereas Titan is more gaming ergonomic chairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I had known that was even an option, I would have done. Damn it.
I didn't
feel
think it was either. Well, I just remember him tweeting that one day, and I was like, "What? What are you? You're sponsored by who?" I was like the luxury office chair people. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, all right. I mean, like, go you, man. But
yeah, dude. I love that. That's amazing. That makes me really, really happy.
It's very funny.
I love the
See
fact that I can't even find the price for these chairs. I have to inquire about buying one, and then they'll send me like the cost.
Yeah, dude.
But you can get 20% off through this Pokemon YouTuber.
That's so funny.
I don't know what the
Because
code
like
is. Man,
I'm going
probably just
through
Whimsy. I
the
don't know.
website
$2?
trying to buy one of their chairs right now, and I can't.
They know you're not rich enough.
Like I have to like contact us. I have to contact them. Say, hey, I'm interested in buying one of your office chairs.
Yep.
I mean, some of them they show. Maybe we're looking at different sites, but I'm finding some of them they show.
I haven't
Not just
yet.
anybody.
I'm having issues finding. I might be on the wrong sites,
You
but
must
man,
be.
it's like it is incredibly frustrating. Just like
so
I just
funny.
want to. I'm just trying to see.
I just want to know if I can even look at your chairs.
That's
Honest?
literally all I want. There we go. Here's a shitty chair that's $545. Now
Yeah,
we're
dude.
now we're in business. Now we're in business.
They're expensive
It's
as
not,
shit.
the thing is,
It's-
that's not a shitty chair, though.
that's the thing.
Guaranteed.
They don't look great until you get to the higher, like the leather bullshit. But even
There
the like
it
mesh
is.
frame ones are really nice.
No, this was just a really ugly mesh frame one. I don't have an issue with mesh frame. Here we are though, 1400 to 1800.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
What is it? The different colors or different costs? Because that's honestly
Probably.
one of the stupidest things. Yeah,
And
that's
that's
it.
usually how these things work.
Yeah, you want one that's white titanium. That's $1,800. You want one that's black. That's $1,500.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no,
Well,
that's $1,595. So that's still
Hey,
$1,600.
20% off.
Hashtag not
Use
spawn.
code Patters at checkout.
I ended up going for Titan chairs because I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I am V tall. And a lot of chairs aren't designed for tall people that aren't big and tall chairs. And I don't need a big and tall chair because I'm not big. I'm just tall.
You gotta
as shit.
set your sights in a different horizon.
What was that?
Why not both, you know?
Why can't
You can get
you know
there.
what? You're right. I should grow in an extra dimension.
See?
And Titan has one that's specifically like, hey, this is for tall boys that aren't like, you know, necessarily big. And I grabbed it and I'm sitting here and I'm like, every now and again I keep checking. I'm like, hey, maybe it's gone. Maybe it's good. We're good to go. And it's just like, hey, your chair will be shipped out maybe by the end of the month. Fucking $500 fucking chair. I think. I don't know how much the Omega is.
I wish you luck in getting your chair. I won't lie. I'm rocking a really terrible IKEA chair, and I wouldn't mind a nicer chair.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also 100% sure that all of my chair issues are going to resolve when I have a flat floor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm rocking a really good IKEA chair.
Ooh.
I'm rocking a like $60. I think I talked about this. A $60 Amazon chair that the side has now broken.
Nice.
And because of the way the chair is designed, the back of the chair is held onto the base of the chair via the arms of the chair, if that makes any sense.
Nope, but I'll take your word for it.
Like rather than the back of the chair screwing into the base, it screws into the arms, and the arms screw into the base. And one of the arms has popped out of the base.
Unfortunate.
So the back of my chair is not very supportive right now. Which between that and
I want
a real friend would be supportive in this hard time.
Can I offer you a chair in this trying time?
Apparently you can.
What was I going to say? I was going somewhere with this chair talk. Oh, I was going to say welcome back to Chair Talk. It's like Jackson's Beer Corner, but it's just about chairs.
Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm gonna send you guys a picture of my chair. I got the Pog IKEA chair.
Oh no.
It's like the default. It's like the number one chair on the IKEA chair menu.
Okay.
Like if you were to go to IKEA and be like, "Yo, let me get the chair," they would give you this one.
Hey yo, I want the chair.
This is like the IKEA chair.
Oh yeah, it is. It absolutely is the IKEA chair. I've almost bought that one.
It's really
nice.
Yeah,
It looks like it's got a nice tall back.
It is the most expensive IKEA chair.
Well, of course.
Nothing but
the
back is pretty tall, but not like amazingly tall.
Mm-hmm.
Like I slouch and my head is still on like the bottom of the cushion. But like I'm real slouching. Like if I sit up straight, like it's on like it fits fairly evenly. Yeah, it's not like super tall.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just want to not have my neck and shoulder hurt all day every day. That's all I want. I want to not have to lean forward like a full foot just to like be able to sit at my desk comfortably. Send help. Send chair, please.
Rip.
Someone get on Titan's case and make them send me my chair faster, please.
I'm just gonna at them right now and be like, at Titan chair.
Send Dan the chair, or we.
Oh my gosh, Williams. I did. Okay, so when I said at Titan chair, I was joking, but that is their. I think that's their actual at.
Amazing. Yeah, Secret Lab. That's what it is. That's the company, Secret Lab.
Okay, no. Never mind. I think this is it's either just the stupidest, deadest Twitter, or it might be real. Holy shit.
It might be. I would think it would be at Secret Lab.
At Titan Chair exists. It has 5 followers and links to the titanchair.com. I think it's real, but they definitely don't use it.
Is the actual Secret Lab.
So I like how this links to all their like massage chairs, and I got to be honest, dude. Some of these massage chairs.
Does Titan have massage chairs?
Titanchair.com does.
Please don't go to titanchair.com.
I'm going to Titanchair. Yeah, no, this is not what I got. Although now that I'm looking at it, I kind of really wish I had.
I like the one that it's got like a little half dome over it.
I was just going to say imagining that like OS sliding down or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the idea of that sliding down and just being an immersive like experience.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we just back up real quick?
Are you looking at the $13,000 chair? Because I am.
No,
Titan
I'm
chair.
Asking, why is it okay? We have 2D chair group. We have 3D chair group. We have 4D chair group.
Holy shit!
And then we have Japan chair group.
Okay,
and that's funny as all hell.
Everyone knows. Obviously, some chairs exist with time as a non-constant, and other chairs are from Japan, which are clearly of a higher caliber.
So this is really important, though. Dan was saying it in the wrong order. 4D comes first.
Yes. But
So it goes down. It counts down to Japan.
Japan is the one D chair group.
Man, this Japan place is pretty cool.
There's only 4 chair models in the Japan line.
No, they're not even the cheapest.
And they are the most expensive chairs.
Oh, this is so funny. Holy shit.
Go to Japan, it's just literally like, wow, I can perceive this
I really
want
whatever this like shielded thing is. The thing that looks like I gotta put down my blast shields or some shit. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I'm so confused and I'm so happy.
Oh my god, what the hell is this? Shields? Chromotherapy lighting. Aromatherapy. What is this?
Did you say aromatherapy?
Yeah, it does sound.
The chair has aromatherapy in it?
Yeah. Activate the aroma cartridge and heighten your state of relaxation.
If I would be sitting
the
in
aroma
my chair,
capsules inserted on the outer portion of the shoulder massager by the speakers. Take time and bring balance back to your mind and body. The Usagi OS Escape is your private getaway. Guys, can we get sponsored by Titan Chairs?
Usagi OS Escape?
I don't think I can afford to be sponsored by Titan Chairs.
I don't think Titan Chairs is real.
About us to sponsor us.
I don't think they're real.
Financing, for some reason, the financing available on the right-hand side makes it feel very fake. I'm not going to lie to you.
Speaking of things that are available, this podcast is available to listen to on several platforms, including Spotify now.
This is very true.
That's my nod that it's
off
been,
the air,
it's been a while.
And you'll find it. If you search a podcast episode name, you'll have a better chance, but
just off the air and then podcast. It's the only one.
Now I do have to I still am looking into figuring out just how exactly am I supposed to how exactly am I supposed to get all of our episodes on here? Because right now it's only showing the most recent 100. So
I think that's how you do it.
No, because I listen to podcasts that have more than 100 episodes.
This guy listens to podcasts.
Like, before I sound stupid, let me go back and check. Because this podcast I'm looking at right now has 200 plus episodes. And we're about to see how far back I can scroll. All the way to episode 1. Okay. They have all their episodes on here. So I have to reach out to them and be like, hey guys.
Hey, what is our problem here?
Or maybe that's something that I can fix on my end. I actually don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, Twitter.com @TheOffTheAir, Facebook.com/OTA podcast, and Patreon.com/OffTheAir. If you don't want to support us monetarily, you can always go to Apple Podcasts. Please go to Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. Love. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps us a lot, especially because we have that random 1-star in there. So help us outweigh that. Also, we only have our most recent 100 on Apple Podcasts as well. The only spot you can get all of the episodes is on our freaking website, which is stupid as hell.
Wild.
So that's weird. But I do have a shout out this week. I need to find it again because I actually meant to give it to y'all last week. And
you didn't because you're a coward. Cool.
No, I just forgot. Because I was gonna make one of you say it, but now it's too late. It's High's shout out. I don't have anyone else's shout out.
You did ask about it, to be fair. That's on them.
We do shout outs in the word.
Here it is. High's shout out this month is God gave you a prostate, might as well use it. Also, congratulations on getting married, Noah and Nina.
Aww. I really hope those two were related because that's.
I also really hope those two were related.
I really hope they're not.
Because you're a coward.
Stuff can stay out of my butt. Thank you very much.
Because you're a coward.
I'm okay with that.
What the fuck is happening?
So yeah,
oh my god.
Cloud's shout out is she just wants everyone to check out the wiki. Her account ended up getting like snonked out on her somehow here. I think her card got discontinued on her and she's waiting on her replacement, but I told her we definitely owe her at least one back order shout out, so this month's on us.
Don't tell people that we do back order shout outs. That's
we definitely no, we 100% do not do back order shout outs.
That's a mistake. You don't get your shout out in on time, that's on you.
No, it's true. We don't do back order shout outs. However, shout out to Edge, Bo, and Michael. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for helping support and doing what you do.
We appreciate you all.
We only do back order shout outs when it's convenient to us. It is what it is. Does Sam's shout out count as her entire episode last week?
I don't think it does. We didn't.
I don't think it does.
We also, to be clear, we don't do podcast episodes as shout outs. No,
we definitely do
setting
not do
shitty
that.
Precedents.
I can set any precedent I want because I don't have to uphold any precedents. I've never upheld a precedent in my life. I don't know. It's one of those things. There's double standards are everywhere. Deal with it type of thing. You can find me at Bubbadabad, BUBBADABAD, Twitch, Twitter, and Insta. I'm streaming it's too late for this Tuesday already. I'm not streaming on this Tuesday, but y'all know that already. But I'm back on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now that I'm married, I can stream again. No, I'm not streaming this Tuesday because it's a work thing.
For now, the old ball and chain, am I right?
No.
No, not right.
I can't believe it. We did it. We made the joke.
We did the meme.
Did you have a Wi-Fi box? No.
I already have a Wi-Fi box. Wi-Fi hate.
Box.
Box.
So good.
That's it.